Hi guys, in this video we're going to be installing our BTR Red-Hot Chili Cam. This camshaft lifts over 600,000, so we had to go ahead and buy a set of BTR 650 lift springs to go with this cam. I have already installed them inside the heads. When I finish putting the engine together, you will see those springs on the heads so that we will be able to open up the valves and all that good stuff. We're good. We have nothing to worry about. We're going to lift over 600, which should put this 5.3 around the 450 range, about 480 I'm hoping. So this should be a really powerful little engine for not that much. This camshaft costs $400. It's not a cheap camshaft, but when you get, quality products that are made in the USA, you can't really complain about the price. I've gotten some cheap products that are made in China or elsewhere. I don't want to, point any fingers, but the quality you get when you order something that's supposed to be American and you get it from an American company, the quality is just a tier ahead. You know what I mean? I'm not going to have to worry about any reliability problems from this camshaft or anything like that. It's not going to give me any grief. I just can't trust, the $100 camshafts you get on Amazon. You can't trust it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the cam card. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video and look at those specs and see, maybe this is a camshaft for you. This is the camshaft I'm going to be running, the Red-Hot camshaft from BTR Racing, Brian Tooley Racing, and yeah, let's get up in here. All these camshafts, they come laser engraved. They got the duration and all that already on there, and a little chili pepper. That way you know for sure you got a genuine Red-Hot cam. I don't know if there's fakes out there, but I mean, nowadays you can fake about anything. So just make sure that if you go ahead and order one of these parts, you get a genuine part, and someone didn't put some bullshit inside a bag and send it back to Amazon, because that will happen with your parts. That's just how it is. I mean, a lot of the returns on Amazon are fraudulent. But the reality is they hired somebody that's 18, to look at the packages and put those things on the shelf, and they'll say, hey, this camshaft is definitely a BTR cam and not some cheap Chinese copy, It just, 18-year-old has no idea what they're looking at, and that's the problem. So I'm going to go ahead and get this lubed up and in here. And then later in the video, we'll go ahead and get the lifters put in so that it holds the cam in place. And then that would be the end of the video for this one. I need to get some parts ordered. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how easy it is to put these camshafts in. I went ahead and I put brand new cam bearings in here to accept this camshaft. So we should have absolutely no problems. And that's the main reason why we took this engine apart, was the cam bearings were trashed. All the rest of the bearings actually didn't look too bad. The main bearings looked fine. So did the rods. We did replace all of them, but they didn't look bad. So I'm not even really that concerned about this engine. I think it's going to run for a while. I don't know. I think it would have ran if I would have just put it together and just started it up. I think it would have ran just fine. I wouldn't have tried to do an in-garage rebuild on an engine if it was trash. I don't got the time or the money for that. I don't want to waste my money. So I took this engine all the way apart, and I looked at it and I realized it's actually not as bad as I first thought it would be. For being an engine that was sitting on the ground, in the rain at a junkyard. I actually took a pretty big chance with this one, but so far it's paid off for me. So that's where that's where I'm gonna leave that one. I don't want to jinx myself, but it has paid off for me so far. So I'm actually grateful that I was able to find this and do a bunch of work. Usually when you pull the engine, you gotta pull the engine. But I got so lucky. I was walking through the junkyard. This thing was just on the ground. So let me know in the comments. You ever been in a junkyard and just found exactly what you're looking for on the ground? I know for some reason I'm lucky. That happens to me a lot. It seems like I'm looking for something no one else is looking for, but it's just on the ground in the junkyard. Yeah. And yeah, so I don't have the back cover on, so I can actually reach around and grab the middle of this camshaft so I can support it. So I can just walk the camshaft into the journal. If you were doing this in a car, that last part would be pretty hard to do. And I've done it before where you have to maybe put a screwdriver in here and just kind of like jiggle it. But getting the end of the camshaft to pick up is really kind of hard when it's inside of the block. So that last part, like getting that last journal to go through is actually really hard. But yeah, we got the camshaft in, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and drop some lube on top of each one of these rollers for these lifters, and just go ahead and slap these lifters inside the block. I've never done this before, so I don't know if they're directional or not. Like the lifter trays. Yeah, I'm just gonna put these lifters in one by one instead of trying to do them while they're in the tray. Because they're seeming like they're not wanting to go in all at once. Each one of the lifters wanna, yeah, it's just, you just gotta push the lifters in one by one. It's not a big deal. You know, it's just an angle thing. So, what you do is, all these lifters have like a flat part on them. So what you do is you'll get, and I'll show you guys here in a second what I'm talking about. All these lifters have a flat part on the key where you just gotta get them flat. I'll show you better when I get over to this side of the engine. Keyed. Oh. Damn. We just hit a roadblock, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you what I did and what I did wrong. Alright, so I got these lifters out of the junkyard. Out of a Gen 3 LS. Well, the Gen 4s have a key in the lifter tray. Right here. That's why I couldn't put the lifters in, is because that key was interfering. And it's on every one of them. That means that I have to get Gen 4 lifter trays. The lifters are fine, I just need to get Gen 4 lifter trays. So we're going to go ahead and get the lifters put in. I'm just going to leave these 4 lifters in. I'll show you guys what they look like, and we'll call that the end of the video because I don't have all the parts I need like I thought I did. So yeah, life, this is how shit is, you know. But I'll go ahead and show you guys what these lifters look like so you know what I'm talking about. They're down in the bore. We got them put down in there. We got 4 of them in there. You can see I go over this other one, no lifters. But the actual valve lifters are fine. It's just the little plastic trays. I need to get the right trays for this engine. And then we'll be back in business. So if you like this video, go ahead and leave comments in the all that good stuff. Subscribe, you know. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And let me know, do you think this engine is gonna blow up or not? Cause I'm not the world's best mechanic. You know, I'm just trying to get this shit done for you guys. I'm trying to really get it done for myself so that I can replace the engine that's in my Camaro. And that's about it. So just let me know in the comments. Do you guys think this engine is going to last very long?